Hello, I'm Mr. Salgado, and I want to take this opportunity, this video that I'm making here for you, to explain everything that there is to know about the math classes that I teach. Before I begin, I want to say that I've been a math teacher here at Southwest High School for this is my 26th year. I actually started in the year 2000. I know, a long time ago. But moving on to the classroom setup, I just want to let you know that in Google Classroom, you're going to find everything you possibly need, everything your son or daughter needs right here on Google Classroom. On the stream page, when you first log on to Google Classroom, please ask your son or daughter to show you Google Classroom. And on the stream page, when they log in, there's going to just be some basic information. On the stream page, you have the after school tutoring log. If they want to come into after school, they have to fill out that form. You have the schedule, just stuff that doesn't really have to do with the class, the assignments of the counselors for students, a picture of me welcoming the students. We also have the grade. So we might as well talk about the grade. A lot of people, parents, care about the grade here. So how do I calculate the grade? If you read right here, 80% of the grade comes from some type of quiz or test. So we're going to try to have at least one quiz or one test about every 7 days. So once a week, maybe every week and a half, we're going to have some type of quiz or test. 80% of the grade comes from some type of quiz or test. But then again, if you look at 10%, that 10% is the final exam. That's another test. 5% is the midterm. That's another test. Only that green little slice is the other, right? So that's homework assignments and other projects and stuff like that, notebooks. So the majority of the grade comes from their test grade. So if they get a bunch of A's on the quizzes and tests, they're going to have an A in the class. If they're flunking their quizzes and tests, then they will have an F in the class. So I want to say something that will de-stress you. Let's say, if you read down here, it says, if you're not satisfied with your quiz or test score, you can retake any quiz or test score that you're not satisfied with. Retakes are after school. Come in after school to retake your test and improve your score. So it doesn't matter if the student flunked it or got a B plus, right? If they want to improve their grade, they could come in after school. They could come to tutoring first. I could help them out. And then they could retake it after school. And if they retake it and get a better score, I'll give them the better score. Their F could change to an A plus. Their B plus could change to an A plus. If for some reason a student has a B plus and they retake it and they get a B minus the second time, I'm not going to drop their grade. I only do things that help students, not to hurt them. So it's risk-free, right? Anybody that's not satisfied with their quiz or test could come in after school and retake it. So I hope that kind of eases your concerns with regards to the grade being based on tests and quizzes so much. Even more so, to make you feel better about that, every single quiz or test will have a practice quiz or a practice test that I'll give a day or two in advance. And those practice quizzes and practice tests are almost identical to the actual quiz or test. And those do count as homework. It goes into that little 5% slice. But those quizzes and tests, practice quizzes and tests, more importantly than the 5% that they're going to get as a grade, is that it'll prepare them for the actual quiz or test because they're almost identical to it. Not only that, those practice quizzes and practice tests, I have made a video and I attach each question, a video that explains each question. So as they're doing the practice test, let's say they're studying it at home. For example, we have a quiz for Algebra 1 class this Friday, and they already have their practice quiz available today. We actually worked on it today. So they have a couple of days to work on that practice quiz in class and at home. And let's say a student answers a question on number 3 on the practice quiz and they get it wrong. Immediately, a video explanation of that question will pop up. So they should be able to watch the video, take some notes, understand it, retake the practice quiz, and get an A plus on every single practice quiz or practice test because there's a video explanation attached to each question. So that should make you feel a lot better. Yes, their grade is all about their test, but I give them all the resources that they need to do well on those tests, right? You get practice tests. Each question has a video explanation attached. Each question is almost identical to the question on the test. I just change a value or change a sign, but all the math process is exactly the same. So they should have the resources to succeed. Let's go back to Google Classroom and how I set it up. I've only talked about the stream page and talked about their grade. But if you want to find anything in Google Classroom with regards to the actual class, you want to go to the classwork tab. And on the classwork tab, you have every single day accounted for, every single day. I'm talking about, you could go to the first day of school. So let's go scroll down all the way to the first day of school, okay? And right here, it says Monday, syllabus and remind. So parents, if you haven't seen the syllabus, if you want the exact details of how the classes run, what I expect and all that stuff, you could click on that and you could click on the syllabus right there and it'll be there for you, okay? But my point is every single day is accounted for. And every single day, whatever you pick right here, like let's say, what did we do today? Today, 8:26, let's go to Wednesday, 8:26. And today in Algebra 2, we did point slope form and slope intercept form. And we have the PDF copy that I handed out to students in class. So this is the paper that we did in class today. Not only that, we have the video explaining everything. You might not be able to see the explanation or hear the explanation there, but as you can see, this video explains everything. Let me get to an actual, there you go. So these videos are recorded from previous years. I actually teach from my iPad and I record as I teach. Sometimes I'll record in class with your son or daughter, with the class, and I'll upload that. But I already have videos from all the lessons from previous years. So this is how I could have all the lessons already uploaded. So my point is, everything is here. The handouts that I give are there. The videos of the lessons are there. The homework solutions are there. I record videos, me explaining the homeworks. So everything is here every single day. So you could go back to day one and just go through every single day and you'll be able to see everything your son or daughter has ever done in this class from day one. Not only that, I try to stay ahead, as in, look, today's Wednesday, but I already have Thursday and Friday, and I even have Monday, Tuesday of next week, and I'm still working on next week. But I move ahead. That way, students, if they really want an A in this class, what they could do is they could go to the next day and find out what we're doing. It explains what we're doing here. It has the actual worksheet that I'm going to hand out tomorrow. So it'll be no surprise. Your son or daughter could have everything even in advance, right? And there's a video lesson right there that is just a recording of what I'm actually going to teach tomorrow. So everything is on Google Classroom, okay? Everything's on Google Classroom. So I hope this video helps you understand how I run the class. I also want to say that going back to those, to the grade, which is the tests. Of course, if they do poorly on the test, I would like them to go back and study the practice test. I would like them to either show every single question on the practice test in their notebooks. That way they could come in and be like, Mr. Salgado, look, here's proof of me studying. I want to retake the test. That's what I want to see. Or at the very least, I would like them to come in and I could tutor them. I could help them out after school. I am here after school every day, Monday through Thursday. I don't stay Fridays. And I don't stay after school on Wednesdays, those short Wednesdays. The regular Wednesdays, I stay after school. And also the first Thursday of every month, we have faculty meetings. So it's very likely that I have to go to those faculty meetings. I won't be here on the first Thursday of every month. So I'm here for the student after school. If for some crazy reason they can't come in after school, they could talk to me. Maybe we can make arrangements. I'll be here before school. I want to do everything in my power to get your son or daughter to succeed in my class, okay? So I hope this clears things up. I hope you guys are comfortable with the information I provided. If not, you could send me, or if you have any questions, but if you have any questions, please feel free to call my classroom number or to send me an email. And where could you find that information? I don't want to provide it because it's going to be on YouTube, but you could all go to day one on the classwork tab, go to day one, go to the syllabus, and you could look at the second page of the syllabus, and it'll tell you what my classroom number is and what my email is. Or you could ask your son or daughter. I'm sure they have that. Anyway, thank you so much for your attention. Thank you for your time. And hopefully, I'll see you guys at some point. Hasta luego. Goodbye.